Greetings, Mama.
Yes, greetings, beloved. How are you?
I'm fine. Greetings to
Good.
you too.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this reading. I really appreciate it.
Oh, we didn't even get started. We didn't even get started. I was just out of meditation and I, connected with your spirit guides and I said, how can I help her? I know you have some concerns or you have some things that you would like to express to me. But the main thing that they said to me is what the things that might be blocking you from you receiving what you want is the stress. So I'm not sure if you are a person that don't know how to balance your emotions or how to control external experiences or whatnot, but what they're saying is tell her to stop stressing, because to the extent that you stress is to the extent that you lose control, and when you lose control, that's when your aura and things of that nature go down. So everything, as you already know, everything happens by divine appointment. You have to understand the lesson, or rather you have to understand the concept of attachment and detachment is what they're saying. Learn how to let go so things can find you. In any event, and again, I'm going to allow you to express yourself, but these are the messages that's coming through right now. They're saying, listen, tell her to allow things let things go so things can find you. I'm definitely picking up on the color yellow with you, as well as the number 1 with you. So I'm definitely feeling like new beginning, independence, security is in perfect alignment with your vibration in the near future as you begin to heal your solar plexus. What they're saying, are you familiar with the different chakra levels in your body?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay. So you know how when people say how when people be like, I got this gut feeling, or you have like butterflies in your tummy or whatnot, because
yes, I had those.
Yes.
I had those.
Yes. Okay, great. So in any event, this is what's coming up. This is also known as the solar plexus, your solar plex, your soul. So
Okay.
so it is relating to the color yellow. So in any event, for you, beloved, you want to begin to meditate with the color yellow so that you can ease the mind, and that those particular feelings, your gut feelings, can be in perfect alignment, or rather you will, how can I say, you will not second guess yourself in any event, not second guessing yourself. So in any event, the color yellow was coming up with you, because you are a loving, what they're saying is you are a loving person, but you have made many mistakes. She had made many mistakes. So, in any event, you're learning from your mistakes. You should rather learn and honor different things that didn't happen to you, happen to you and happen for you. I'm definitely feeling I'm definitely picking up on some disloyalty. I'm not sure who, if you have not been loyal to loved ones, or family or loved one has not been loyal to you, in any event, but there's some type of disloyalty happening, and what your spirit guides are saying is, listen, it's all good. It's rather you're gonna roll with the punches, or you're gonna roll against it. It's rather, are you resisting what is actually happening right now, or you accepting the change? Change is always good. You will always be loved, is what they're saying, and people will always love you. And people will always love you. We want you to get back to a piece of harmony. Get back to a piece of harmony, a state of harmony rather, as well as a state of bliss. So again, I'm not sure if you've been, going through like a depressive state, or some type of emotional. Okay, okay. So this is what's coming up with you. So in any event, cut that out now, and these are the messages for you to move forward in terms of the yellow light, or rather the yellow candle, working with the yellow the color yellow in any event, and then just healing yourself and knowing that you are loved, and stop stressing, because to the extent that you stress, beloved, it's to the extent that again, you block your blessings. You're blocking your blessings. Give me a second.
Okay.
Is your parent sick? Is one of your parents sick or ill?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not that I know of.
Mhm.
My mom said I'm an only child.
Mhm.
So my mom, my parents try to keep a lot of things from me, so I don't know. I can't say. My mom suffers from PTSD. She's been in a war before, so I
So
don't
then
know.
she's ill.
To the extent her heart problems or what she's going through, and she doesn't tell me a lot.
Well
So,
then, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
huh? I didn't hear you. And my dad, he really doesn't say nothing. He doesn't say anything.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking is and I'm more so feeling like it is your mom. The reason why I asked you is your parents ill. And it could be like high blood pressure, it could be, diabetes, it could be anything, dealing with any dietary concern. I don't know if she is taking medication or if she's on medication, but this is what's coming.
She is for her high blood pressure. She is.
Oh, okay, there you go. So then she is ill. She's ill in a way, in a sense. Because she's not her heart, is an issue. She has some type of condition. But this is what's coming up. But I would recommend certain herbal products for you to tell her. But if you don't have that type of connection or relationship with her, it might be hard for her to gravitate to what you're saying. But in any event, you got hawthorn berries, you got juniper berries, in any event that will help her to strengthen her heart. And also rosemary. What they're saying, what your spirit guides are saying, rosemary can also help your mom in that particular condition. Because again, I do see that, there's some type of illness there, as your spirit guides mentioned, and then too, they're also speaking to me about emotional stress, with your mom. So I don't know exactly what it is, but there is a feeling of, it could be even depression at times, sadness or depression at times, but definitely you want to help to heal your mother, by just sending her, that pink light, that white light, of love and health and wealth, because again, no matter what happens, that's still your mom. What is your sign?
Right.
Mhm.
I'm a Libra.
Oh gosh, there you go.
I know, and I was seeing your post on Facebook all week. I was like, here she goes. She gonna have another Libra.
when are you?
Huh?
What's your birthday?
October 17th.
Oh, October 17th. Yeah. Okay, so October 17th, 1 and 7 is 8, and then 8 plus that 1 there is 9. So we're dealing with the 9 frequency, the number that is closest to God, the number that deals with completion, and the number that also deals with rebirth. So again, when I spoke to you about the number 1, before the number 1 comes the number 9. So you have to master your feelings, and you have to master your emotions in order for you to get to the next step. In order for you,
right.
Once you at your highest peak or your highest potential harmoniously, and then too, you dealing with the scale. So we definitely dealing with things that are, love matters. So throughout this whole week, my love, throughout this whole week, all of the Libras that has been coming to me is dealing with a lot of emotional crisis. I didn't even.
Me and my wife of 16 years is actually going through. Like, somebody put something on us, and it was said that her mother had something to do with it. We was in the process of building a home, and that 2 weeks before closing, we lost the financing on the house. That happened this year. All of a sudden, my wife just decided, a week after coming off of a 10-day cruise, she didn't want me anymore. And it was told that something was put on me and her to break us up. And then all of a sudden, her ex from 20 years ago pops up in the picture. So, it broke me down.
Of course.
it really literally broke me down because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I care for my wife. I'm not perfect. And so I've been battling. Like now, I cry less. I'm not gonna say that I don't shed tears because I do, because I love her that much. And she's the type of person that you know how you meet. She's a Capricorn, so you know how you meet someone and they can beat you with their mouth. To beat you down with their mouth.
Yes.
My wife is that type of person. She can say things that cut me because she knows it will put me in a space where I'm going to go off on her. So now I am learning because I did some things like when she did that to me, it really pissed me the hell off. And I mushed her in the face. I did some things that I'm not happy about, called out her name. She hates the bitch word, but I called her a bitch, that type of thing, which I apologize for that. But, she's not trying to take responsibility for nothing. So that's what pisses me off when you don't try to take responsibility for none of your shit.
Right.
And so that kind of pissed me off, but I love my wife, and I know she's coming back, but now I'm starting to focus more on me.
Correct, yeah.
And not her.
Yeah. That's the reason why they said that she made mistakes. Remember when I mentioned that to you in terms of you making the mistakes. You making the mistakes and again the situation about being untruthful. That does seem, a little suspect that, you've been with someone and then after a beautiful, vacation or whatnot, now you go your separate ways, out of nowhere, and now you're with or you are involved with a lover, a past lover. That doesn't sit too well with me, and that's why the soul chakra came up with you, because you're feeling it in your soul. You feel it in your gut. Exactly, and that's why they mentioned for you to work with the color, or rather visualize the color yellow to heal yourself. As you said, I'm focusing on myself now. So we've provided you with recommendations to help you get to the next step. However, in this situation, I would definitely recommend for you to get like what I have on my site. I have a Yemaya bath on my site that will help you with your emotions, with your feelings in any event, through this healing process. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, beloved. As I told all of my clients that are going their separate ways, within the year of 2016, I have helped lots of people, with their marriages, and some of the marriages I wasn't able to help. I feel like the year 2016 is the year of separation and also divorce, only for you to find your good elsewhere. 2016 adds up to the number 9, but guess what? Next year is 2017, which adds up to the number 1. So I know you love your mate. I know you love your mate dearly with all your heart, but perhaps perhaps it is now time for you to go your separate ways. I'm not feeling that. I am feeling that there has been some I am feeling that there has been some backlash, or some dirty, some underhand things going on in this situation too. I definitely feel that.
I went to go see.
Yes.
Right, I went to go see my Baba Luau, and I did some work.
Okay.
Already. So I did work myself, and then I was also in a reading that my Baba got that it was time for me to start receiving my warriors and actually going where I needed to go. And that Baba, he actually dropped he did his thing, and it was said that she would be back, before the new year. It was said, the ancestor said she'll be back for the new year. Just get me together. So I stopped thinking about her, and I'm working on me.
Okay, so now let me ask you, right? Because I'm going to help you, and I'm going to further assist you with this as well, because sister to sister, it's not easy to lose somebody, or it's not easy to separate yourself from somebody that you truly love, right? Let's dissect this real quick. We dealing with a Capricorn, right? The main the main words of Capricorn is I use. Okay? The main words of Libra is I balance. So in this situation, if you are not balanced within yourself, then the relationship that you have with this Capricorn is not going to be balanced at all. You're not going to be able to bring balance, justification, and purity with this relationship if you yourself is not balanced, right? Now going back to your mate. Your mate is Capricorn. I use. She's a person that uses people. Just being honest with you. She uses people for her best interest, or she uses people for her best, purpose within herself. That is why your spirit guide said, listen, there is a lot of trusty or not being trustful going on between the two of you guys. My question to you is, can you or are you willing to continue with this repeated cycle? What is it that's going to change when you get back involved with your wife? What's going to change? Because you can't get back into the same situation with the same issues and not make any changes, or rather the both of you not see your fault. If she cannot see her fault and you can't see your fault, go ahead.
Right, and that's the thing. I can't see my fault, and I know once she comes back, and see, I have my own gut feelings too, and I know if it's time to let something go, it's time to let something go. Like, I've been through the hurt part already of what she's done to me. That hurt part is gone. But I know her. I've been with her long enough. She's a different Capricorn. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, my wife is a very loving person. Very loving person. She has one of the biggest hearts. Like, we were together before, and we separated, and then we got back together again.
I understand.
So, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I know the type of person that she is, and I know somebody jealous of our love, because we can get through anything. We have gotten through anything.
Of course.
In in these years that we've been together. And I know what it is. It's people that's just jealous of us, that has always been jealous of us.
Absolutely. Now, here's the thing. Just because, and this is what I always say, just because you haven't felt that she used you, she may be using somebody else. It don't have to be you. You understand? It doesn't have to be you. But I'm speaking generally. I'm not saying that there's nothing bad. I do feel that there, just from experience, and just because I'm in this culture, that does seem like somebody must have did something to sabotage your relationship. You understand? So again, whenever you're under mind control, whenever you're under mind control, you're really not acting you're really not acting like yourself. So right now,
she's not.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. She's not acting like herself, because it seems, and I'm picking up more so, that yes, there has been something that has been done against the two. I don't know. It might even be a close friend. Who knows? You gotta watch your friends too. You gotta keep your enemy closer than you keep your own friends. But in any event, I do feel like she will get back to you. I don't know if it is, I don't know if it's by the end of the year. If that's what someone else told you, then yeah. But in due time, I do feel like you will reunite with your lover. I'm definitely picking that up. So I know the healing process or the separation process might be a little tense for you, but this is the time now for you to go within, for you to heal yourself, for you to release, for you to release the pain and the suffering, even the pain. I'm also picking up the pain and the suffering perhaps from family issues that you have been going through.
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes, I have 3 children, and trust me, the pain and suffering of these 3 children, oh my Jesus. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't even do it, but this is a figure of speech. It's just been crazy. Yeah. Like, my daughter, she's just She's my baby girl. I love her dearly. I had my children when I was very young.
Yes.
Very young. And it was because that I did not want to hurt my grandmother or my father because my mother is gay.
Okay.
And they made me feel like being gay was wrong when that's what I was from the very beginning. That's what I wanted. And so because of that, I decided to be with men. Thinking that let me procreate and my life would be better. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But no, it was not better. And me being the only child, I was daddy's girl. Mama's girl too. But I shunned my mother and it was wrong. Because I love my grandmother, I love my father, but I shunned my mother because she was that way. And that was wrong of me to do that. Because you know what? I was that way too.
And that's and let me tell you exactly the issue, right? So you feared something that was the reason why you feared her that way is because you feared to come out and say this is who you are as well. So you was actually looking at a mirror image of who you were and not wanting to accept this about you. So you took it out on your mother and you looked at your mother in a negative way of saying, basically you looked at her in a negative way, but deep down inside you knew that this is who you were, but you didn't want to come out because you didn't want to what? You didn't want to disappoint your loved ones. This has been going on for a long period of time with a lot of people where we are afraid to be who we are because of the response of our family and loved ones. So what happened is, and this is the reason why your spirit guide said even healing yourself from family, in any event, and then remember when I said trust, being trustworthy. You didn't really trust your mother, you didn't really love your mother, or you didn't really have that connection with your mother because she was one particular way that you really wanted to be. That's a psychological issue right there. That's a psychological issue because now you're hating her for being who she is because this is who you really are and this is who you want to be freely. So instead of you going with who you really are, you went against your spirit. There go the soul chakra. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That gut feeling of this is who I really am, this is what I want to come out and say. But because you have loved ones that is looking upon you, you do not want to disappoint them. So you hate the person that you really want to be. That's just like you hate. That's just like you hating people that's in a loving relationship because this is what you secretly desire to be or to want. You see,
exactly. And now since I've chosen Ifa and to start my journey, me and my mother's relationship is becoming very close. Because she has her spiritual godmother that she goes and sees, and I seek out my own spirituality. And because of that, me and my mother is becoming very close. And I have apologized to her numerous times for my behavior as a child towards her. Because it was wrong. It was wrong. And I beat myself up about a lot of things, when it comes to my family, my kids. Because I had them when I was young, my grandmother was like, no, you go to school, you ain't got to worry about them kids, da-da-da-da. And for a long time, I didn't feel like I had to take care of them because I was, young or whatever, a teenager. And so when I got with my wife was like, look, babe, this ain't going to work. Mm-hmm. We're going to be a family. We need to have the kids with us. And, and we tried to, and we raised them. We did the best we can, but it wasn't an easy road. Mm-hmm. And my youngest son, I don't know what his death wish is, but I can't help him anymore. And I have to get him away from me because he's toxic.
Yes. Well, you gotta also understand that he is, rebellious against. Look, if the mother, let me tell you something, my love, keeping it real between me and you, or this is recorded, so this session is on record. If the queen of the house if the queen of the house is knocked off her throne, guess what's going to happen to her castle? It's going to be in shambles. So if you yourself are going through your own emotional crisis, you're going through your ups and downs, you're going through your family issues, You don't think that your son, your one of your players or one of the people that's living in the castle is going to feel that way and not going to respect you in any event? They're not going to respect you because you are knocked off your throne. You have been knocked off your throne. And then, two, they understand that, honestly, in society, what is known as to be quote-unquote normal is man to woman. So now that you choose to have, a woman as your mate, they could be even resisting that and not wanting to accept that. Ever thought about that?
Right.
Ever thought about that?
Probably
Ever thought about
so.
how he feels that his mother, is in love with a woman? You understand? Like, he may not be able to understand this type of relationship, and then two, going to school and having to talk about it and understanding that, a woman supposed to, quote unquote be with just a, he don't understand that, so of course he's gonna retaliate. Of course he's gonna, mimic who you are.
He's 23 years old now. He's 23 years old. My kids are way grown, 25, 24, and 23. I'm to the point where I'm just tired of giving so much of me to everybody else that there's nothing left for me.
So then again, as I mentioned to you before, go your separate way. Or rather, not even go your separate way. Now it's time for you to do for yourself. This is what is known as, I had a conversation with, a loved one yesterday. And, I mentioned to him that being in love with somebody and loving someone is two different things. You can always love someone at a distance. You can always have love for the person, but being in love with someone is different. You may love your children right now, but you may not be in love with them in any event. And I'm only saying this to say that you got to be in love with yourself first, holistically, mentally, and spiritually, before you can even give this love to your child or your children. So I'm saying, so again, going back to doing for yourself, I understand he's 23 years old. He needs to go about his business. He really needs to go about his business, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he was raised in this particular environment. So you dealing with root issues right now. You understand? You dealing with three children that grew up in a household in a certain way where their mother, being honest between, I'm always honest in any event, their mother going through emotional issues with a loved one or with her mate or with herself or with her own identity. This is what they're seeing. This is what they're seeing. So what do you expect? I don't care. They could be 30 years old. They still might be going through the hell with you because guess what? They haven't yet healed. They haven't yet healed. So I understand, you're like, yo, they grown. They need to, get their shit together or whatever. It doesn't work like that, my sister. It doesn't work like that. You understand? And I know you are a loving person. I know you provide because you're a Libra. We're dealing with the scales. We're dealing with balance in any event. But balancing and loving yourself first will balance and love the relationship that you have with your children. So again, going back to the solution is just prayer. You get what I'm saying? Constantly sending out the white light for your son, or rather the pink light for your son, or even the green light for your son. The green represents like love and abundance and prosperity, and opening up the heart chakra, healing in any event. So you want to meditate with those particular colors so that you can send this energetic vibration to him, because face to face, or rather being in the same space, is not working out. So what else can you do to be the mother of these children? Do it on an energetic level. You get what I'm saying? As you heal yourself, you're also healing your children. And you're also asking, and you should also be asking for forgiveness to the universal creator for the things that you have done to them, or rather to your family, or even to yourself. Remember when I mentioned?
And I have.
Okay, well, you gotta. This is a heal. Let me tell you something, my love. Healing is an everlasting journey. Okay.
Right.
Healing is an everlasting journey.
Thank you for telling me that.
Yes.
I needed that because I thought you just don't understand. I feel like, oh my God, thank you for telling me that.
You're welcome, my love. I know.
Thank you so much. And the reason why I'm saying thank you for telling me that is because I thought I would be forever in pain because of this.
No. Healing is an everlasting journey. I know.
Goodness.
I feel the chills going through my body. I know that you've been in turmoil, for quite some time. So you're waking up.
Many years.
Yeah.
For so many years, I've been just trying to just beat the clock. Basically, that's how I feel. Just beating the clock, and it's just been going on for so many years that I'm tired. I'm so tired. Like, tired and drained. Tired. Like, I just want someone to love me as much as love is I put out there for everybody else. So now it's like, no, you need to love you just like you've loved everybody else.
Number one, remember I spoke to you about the number one. The number one came up with you, so we dealing with new beginnings intensely. You know what I'm saying? We definitely dealing with new beginnings. So you're absolutely correct. You need to love yourself. The same way that you want to give this unconditional love to other people, provide you with that unconditional love for yourself. It always starts with you. And again, yes, healing is an everlasting journey. And your kids, let me tell you something, your kids could be demons too. Just because you're your children, they can put you through the hell and as if you don't even recognize them anymore. I understand that.
Right.
But
right.
Never allow people to take you out your zone. And that's why the first thing that was coming up was a lot of stress with you, to the extent that you stressing about certain things, and to the extent that you're blocking yourself from receiving your blessings. If you know that your heart is pure,
wow.
If you know that your heart is intent. And I want to tell you another thing where things went left with you. The day you started living a false reality was the day that you started mingling with men. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I say that. Me, myself, my preference is man. But if for you, this is something that you didn't want to do, then you started living a false life by going against your spirit. So you have to think about going back to what age that was. And you got to peel like the layers off of all of the falseness. And that's why your spirit God said you've done many mistakes. That was one of them. The minute if you knew in your soul that you were gay, and you wanted to be with women, why did you go against your spirit and your soul and started dealing with a man if you know that you don't have liking to the opposite sex? That is where it started.
Right.
That is where you so I'm feeling more so that when you go through your healing process, you understand, when you go through your healing process, go back to those feelings and deal with it. Go back. You got to deal with root issues. Go back to those feelings and deal with it.
Right.
That's where you start.
And I think, you know what, I think that I have been, and that's why the tears, because I was taught you don't cry. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I was taught you be strong, you don't cry. And me, this new woman that I've become, this whole, because I've been going through this since October the 8th. The turmoil has been going on since October the 8th. So this new woman that I have become and that I'm accepting right now, she cries.
And she better cry, because you got a lot to cry about.
She cries.
You better cry.
And she cries profusely. And she cries from the gut, like on your knees, burning crying. She cries and she lets it go. And when she's done crying, she feels so much better.
Yeah.
So now I don't hold back my tears. If I gotta cry, I cry.
Purging, yes. You're purging.
I cry because I know it's making me better.
Yes.
Like when it comes to my wife, I love my wife. She tells the kids one thing and she tells me something totally different. You know, she takes the gut shots and she takes the shots to try to get me to go off on her and be, but I can't. Like I told her on Saturday, I can't do this anymore.
Yes.
If this is what you want to do, okay.
Wait,
okay.
you said she
I've been
takes the
saying
butt shot? You say she...
Like she takes gut shots, like she'll say
Oh,
things
gut
like,
gut
well,
shots,
I can't
yes.
pay this.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't pay this bill because I got to get my money together so that I can be able to get my own and all this other stuff. She does things like that
Oh,
because she knows that's gonna piss me off.
yeah.
So instead of me responding to these things, I don't respond to them anymore.
And that's the best way to do
I
it.
just say okay. I just say okay. Because she'll say that see, and this is I made the decision I made to leave it, but I know what it is. It's because it's in her brain that somebody put something on us.
And that's another
And
thing.
I know that.
But then that's another thing. Stop claiming that. You have to stop. You have
Okay.
you have to stop claiming the spell, because if you continue to claim the spell is alive. You want to kill it. You're looking to kill that because you're looking for new beginnings. So you need to you and your mate has to stop acknowledging that someone quote unquote put anything on you, because as a matter of fact, I always tell my clients, nothing or nobody can take away what the universe has for you. So at the end of the day, yeah, somebody might have, cast evil negative energy towards you, but who mind is powerful? The energy that has been cast, or your mind with your own reality, you see. So in any event, beloved, you want to definitely, cut that type of language out to help you out with the whole relationship thing. But in any event,
I speak love on us.
Yes.
I speak love on my children.
Yes.
I speak love on my mother.
Yes.
I speak love on my father. I speak love on my family.
Yes.
And I know that I have enough love in me to love them back to the state of mind that they need to be in.
Yes.
And so I speak love. I speak love on them.
Yes.
But I had to learn to speak love, because trust me, if you would have talked to me in October 8th, I was a blubbering fool, ready to kill myself, going to see a psychiatrist, taking pills, everything.
Yes. Yes.
Trust me, I was everything. And I know the spirit guides are telling you, yeah, she was losing it. I even got in my car in the garage, turned it on, and sat in there for 2.5 hours trying to kill myself.
Yeah.
Like, it was that bad.
Well, the depression came up. So I do know, and like I said, I felt it going through my body. And I also mentioned the soul, the solar plexus, your soul chakra. So it was affecting your spirit. It was definitely, the experiences that you was going through was definitely affecting your spirit and affecting your soul at the same damn time. So now that you have came up out of it, because you have now been rescued, by your higher self, now, now it's time for you to go, your separate ways in terms of finding your good elsewhere. I'm not saying that if you're not ready to leave your wife completely, I'm not saying to do so, but I am asking you or recommending for you to find love within yourself, or rather continue to do what it is that you're doing that makes you happy. And then let the universe take its course. Okay.
Right. And that's what I'm doing. And I just needed just some confirmation.
Oh yeah.
And when I saw your readings, I was just like, I really have to get a reading from her, because I just wanted that confirmation that I'm on the right path.
Oh yeah.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to know that I'm on the right path. Far as wise is just my love and knowing that Ifa is the religion for me, and knowing that it was destined for me to be where I'm at right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know all of the turn of events, it was destined for those turn of events to happen to me.
Yes.
This was supposed to happen. Like, I know this was supposed to happen. Like, I'm not stupid to the fact that I know this was supposed to happen. Everything that has happened to me, I know it was supposed to happen.
Correct. Only for you to get stronger.
I know that it was supposed to happen.
Only for you to get stronger.
Only for me to get stronger.
Yes. Definitely.
And I know that. And I've been trying to, like, in my walk with Eva, I've been, like candles have been my thing. And is that where I'm supposed to be? Like, I have this sick obsession with lighting candles.
Well, yellow one came up for you.
Doing the candle work.
I mean, your spirit is guiding you, so just go with what your spirit is telling you to do. If you're already being guided, by your spirit to do certain things, you shouldn't even be asking nobody, is this what I should be doing? No, that's what you have been guiding to do. And that's why they're saying stop second guessing yourself. Remember, I mentioned that.
Right, you did mention that.
Stop second guessing
yourself. Now,
financially, go ahead.
Financially, I'm going through because, like I said, my wife walked out. Rent got to be paid, things got to be done. I need to know where I'm at financially right now because my brain, of course, I'm like, okay, leave it in the hands of the spirits and, it's going to be okay. I know I'm going to be okay, but I just need to know financially, am I going to get out of this rut?
I mean, you are going to get out of it because you're going to take action to get out of it. It's all about getting up and getting it. You get what I'm saying? And not stressing it, and not stressing. That's why the first thing that came up is to the extent that you stress, is to the extent that you're blocking your blessings. So if you're stressing about money, you're going to block yourself from receiving that money because it's not flowing to you because you're resisting it. So again, I know that you are a person that, it comes to you, and I know you have these worries about, my mate, she was the one that was giving it up, but things has changed, and best and believe, if your heart is pure, then the universal creator is always going to reward you, no matter what.
Okay. I really thank you so much for this reading and your time. I really do. You just don't know, sister. I needed this. I really needed this. Yeah. And oh my God, this was an eye opener for me. Oh yeah. It really was. And it wasn't even about my kids. It wasn't even about my wife. It was all about me.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
It wasn't about them. I just wanted it for me.
Yes. Indeed. Yeah. And that's part of growth.
I just wanted it for me.
And that's part of growth, and that's why they said new beginnings number 1 is coming for you. So you're good.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. So do you think I still should do this bath that you want me to do?
I would definitely, I would still recommend for you to do so because you still got this emotional roller coaster thing that you're going through, or rather you are in this like healing process, Sometimes you're good, sometimes sometimes you're good, sometimes you're down. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're down. It's part of the healing process. It's okay. But this bath will help you, or rather would assist you with this healing, with the healing process. It will help you to, calm the mind, or rather soothe the brain, or soothe your energy, and, just keep you in perfect alignment with your highest good. I take it at times, when I'm channeling a lot of emotional clients, because I don't want to get caught up in that emotional roller coaster. So I take it at times, and again, Yemaya, she's the mother of the Orishas, so you already know.
Yeah. Ashe.
Ashe. All right, beloved.
I know that. So I really thank you so much. Yes. I don't want to hold up no more of your time.
It's all good. I know. It's cool. My next appointment is actually in 15 minutes. So yeah, I got to go.
Okay. I know. So thank you so much for all of your clarity, and keep on doing what you're doing, sister, because people like me and other people need you.
Thank you so much.
It's not a want. We need people like you with your honesty, and we need people like you, and I thank you.
Thank you so much for the positivity.
Peace and blessings to you.
Peace and blessings.
Yes, peace and blessings to you.
Thank you. Creative blessings. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.